Are you considering the purchase of a Silhouette Cameo 4? Or have you already bought one and it's still in the box because you're afraid you're gonna mess up your investment? Well, then stick around because I'm gonna show you exactly what all is included and how to set it up to make your first cut. Hey everyone, today is an exciting day because today I'm finally going to unbox my Silhouette Cameo 4. I already own a Cricut Explore Air 2, so I'm curious to see how the Silhouette is going to compare with the Cricut brand. I've been eager to test it, so let's get started. Ta-da! So this is the Silhouette Cameo 4 in the color Empire Red. The box did not come sealed, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. The inside lid boasts an advertisement for Silhouette's design store, showing multiple cool projects that could be made using this machine, as well as offering a 1-month free subscription to the Silhouette design store. We'll have to see what that's all about. Under all those flaps, you find this information about setting up your machine. So we better hold on to that. A box and what looks like a mat. All right, let's move that out. Grab the mat. And there she is. So now let's see if we can get it out of the box. I am noticing inside on the styrofoam there are holes that are convenient for your hands. So we're gonna use those. Ooh, that came out pretty nice. And we'll just set it right back here and get rid of the box. Let's see what's in here. Inside the machine box, we saw our standard grip mat. Inside the smaller box, we had our power cord and adapter, our blade adjustment tool, an auto blade type B, and the tool adapt set. Black for blades and premium blades, white for 2mm craft blades, gray for deep cut blades, and blue for sketch pens with black bodies. You will also find the following paperwork: safety precautions, registration info, frequency interference statement, and the software download user guide and free content info. All right, let's get it out of the foam and the packaging. Just gently wiggling those off the ends. I would definitely save those if for whatever reason you need to send your machine back for a replacement. You're going to want those and your original box. So keep them. And now we're just going to get all of the packaging material off. Ooh, there it is, Empire Red. The machine comes very tightly packaged, making sure nothing comes loose in transit. So the next thing we're going to do is remove all of that tape. Just start up at the top. There's a little piece that's folded over that's great for grabbing onto and peeling. Just gonna peel it down. There's nice little colored tabs that help you find everything that needs to be pulled up. I think that one just failed. Let's try it on this side. That came down nice. And we'll have to figure out how to get this one off without that little tab. Oh, there at the bottom, there's a little gap. All right. Then on the back, there's some more tape. I'm gonna remove that. Better hold on to that. Oh, and there's more on the front, so let's turn this back around. So we're going to lift the lid and peel some more. That one goes all the way under. So this is up under the lid on the inside of the machine, and we're just going to gently remove all that. The last piece we have is down here by the blade carriage. So we're just going to slide that over and grab that out. And this is the entire contents of your Silhouette Cameo 4 box. Once you have unwound all 3 of your cords, you're going to plug your power cord into your adapter. And then you will take this end and plug it into your machine. And take the opposite end and plug it into your power source. And then you'll take your printer cable and plug it right next to the other cord in that center slot. And the USB end into your computer. Now we are going to insert the blade, and to do that we're going to find clamp number 1, which is right here. We're going to pull it out, grab our blade, drop it inside, and while we push down we're going to use our thumb to hold up, and then we're going to slide that clamp into place, and it has clicked, which means it's nice and secure. Next, we need to download Silhouette Studio. So navigate to www.silhouetteamerica.com/setup. And that will take you to this page. Next, select your language and you will need to create an account. I already have an account, but what you'll need to do is follow the directions on the right. So you will sign up for a free account, and they're asking for your name, your email address, confirm your email address, create a password that must be at least 10 characters in length and must contain at least 1 number, and then you'll confirm your password. It's asking for your language preference, your currency preference, and your time zone. And then you need to check send me newsletters about Silhouette products and information. You'll also need to check I agree to the privacy policy. I agree to the terms and conditions. And I am over the age of 13. And unbelievably, you're going to have to confirm that you are not a robot. And then hit create account. And then you will be taken to the Silhouette machine setup. First, you'll start with entering your machine serial number, which you'll find on the back of the machine right above the cross cutter. It's in a little white box. You'll also include your purchase date, the store you bought it from, and the country in which you bought it. Before clicking continue, make sure you come over here where it says all machines and choose which machine you have. You may have to scroll down. Next, you're going to click on download and install software. Choose either Mac or Windows. The download box will start immediately. Click on the download open file, and a wizard will pop up showing you the steps to complete. Click on next. Decide what folder you want to use to install your software. I like to stick with the default option and choose next, and then hit install. You may be asked if you want to make changes to your device. You will have to click Allow Silhouette Studio in order to continue. When the install finishes, you'll be asked to click the Finish button. Simply minimize that window and find the Silhouette Studio icon and hit Enter to open. Now I have upgraded to the Business Edition, which is a paid version, but I found it on sale and it was well worth the fee to upgrade. Your machine will come with free designs. I click on my library and go to Free with Machine and Cameo. Next, I'm going to click on the Cameo 100, and there are all the designs that are included with the purchase of your machine. 100 free designs to choose from. Simply double click on the design you want to use in your project, and I'm gonna size it down. I'm not very adept at working my touchpad. And that gives me a big enough design to do a test cut, just to measure whether or not the blade will cut through the material or if I need to choose more pressure. So once I'm ready, I'm going to go over here to my Send tab and click on that. I am going to choose that I want it to cut. I'm not using white sticker paper, so I need to type in vinyl. And the one I'm going to use is vinyl matte. Then under auto, I'm going to say I want it to cut. And it's telling me that it's waiting on a connection, which just simply means that I have not plugged in Well, my machine's plugged in. I have not turned it on. Once you've selected your material, it will automatically check how many passes to do. It'll set the force and it'll set the speed at which the blade cuts. So now that the machine has been turned on, it is stating that there's no media loaded. So the next thing I need to do is load my vinyl onto my mat and load it into the machine. To load my mat, I'm going to remove this top cover and take my vinyl and line it up in the top left corner. You can use a brayer, but I find that it's not necessary with a new mat. Next, we're going to line up the mat with the 2 arrows on the left, making sure that it's nice and straight, and then hold the center end of the mat to create pressure as you press to load the mat. And we'll come back to our machine and click on Send. As you can see, we have a nice crisp cut line and we are ready to weed. So I'm just going to cut off the end to save this excess material for a future project. And we're going to weed to remove all of the vinyl that is not part of our project. I'm going to start over here on this white area where it's easier to grab up under the vinyl. And I'm going to lift up that corner and just peel it back. And we have a cute little wheel. I want to highlight a few things about the Cameo that may be of interest to you. First, over here on the left is a secret compartment. If you slide it to the left, it will open up. It is just large enough to put an extra blade in. And here it is with a blade and the blade adjustment tool. I find that's the perfect spot to hide that little tool to keep it from getting lost. This section here pulls out and supports your mat as it's cutting your material. Additionally, this flips up and these come up and are used to hold a roll of vinyl when not cutting with a mat. To use the vinyl roll holder, you are going to line up your roll of vinyl on top of these little rollers, making sure to get the inside of the tube on this peg. And on this side, simply slide the end snug against your roll. Then you take your vinyl and feed it through the slot and then pull it through until it lines up right under the rollers and flush to the left with the arrows. Then press the feed button to load it into the machine. On the back of the machine is a cross cutter. In order to engage the cross cutter, you must unlock on both sides and snap them down into place. Once that has happened, you can slide across to trim your material. Once you've trimmed your material, you're going to want to move this trimmer all the way back over to the left. You can leave it on the right if you prefer, but I like trimming left to right. Then make sure to put these locks back up and snap them into place. That is the only thing that is going to allow that trimmer to stay put and to allow your vinyl to pass freely through the back of the machine. If you forget to return the cross cutter back to its unused position, your vinyl will not pass through the slot and you're going to end up with a mess. So if you use the cross cutter, make sure you put it back in the upright position before your next cut. So what do you think? Do you think the silhouette is for you? And are you ready for more tutorials to teach you how to use this amazing machine? If so, tell me in the comments below what you would most like to learn. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more silhouette content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, now go create what's possible.